run, G. You never go back to where it was.
4K on the beat.
Ain't no backdraft when shit's getting grimy out here. Being stick brigade made inside of that kind of crime. Yeah, just putting it back on that track. Heart's cold and mind's cracked. They wanted a war zone. We bring that to them heat of the streets. When shit's getting grimier out here. Streets keep on calling. Bodies dropping, shadows falling, people folding up. Can't stop now, you're in too much. Grime that drips under my skin. Grimier, cuts stay within. Side of that kind of parasitical attack is staged up on you for your whole track. Being caught up in that war zone raid. Pain getting darker and nights hitting stronger. Harder up in here. Ain't no savior side of this besides Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ has been my friend. Only blade in this that'll take into the bitter ends. They stack bricks and I'm breaking down real spit shells and I'm tearing up that town. Grimy slick like the smoke brigade made in the air, coming through and they ain't playing fair. Ain't no mercy and they don't fucking care. Look in my eyes, see that fire holding inside. Heart's getting colder out here, but the rage inside burns bright. Grimier steps they take on you. Heavy up in the block, clock ticking and I won't stop. Shots getting fired, but I won't drop. Bullets bend when them bloods pop. Heart stitching up in my whole heart and soul and mind. For this whole mission, they resign. Trying to take me up, all up, I'm out of my mind. Real equipped, coming in a poisonous sluice, living abuse fast way. Trying to make me fold in every single way up on my life. Real talk, shit's getting grimier still. Lungs breathing that steady kill, pill, move. Grimier up in the streets that keep calling me home. Bodies dropping in that shadows forlorn. Can't stop me now when you're in too deep. Got me grimier, dripping deep and under my skin inside of the parasitical attack. Grimier, blades drawn. War zones outside from the dawn to dusk. Ain't no peace stopping on us. Ain't no prayer that we ain't saying. Let's fight for our own air. Glass cracking up underneath my feet. I'm paved in the path to defeat. Inside of Jesus I don't bleed for the weak. Grimier getting locked jaws when I speak. Tired eyes that don't blink. Heart's getting cold, body on the brink. Put under pressure, but I prune that way inside of a diamond. Instead of leaving me out of my mind, grime laced in every track. Ain't no handout, ain't no deal. It's under fire, steel brigade. World watching me burn alive as I cut deeper to survive. I'm no reason that the shadows creep in into the dead of the night. Beating these beats, gonna not see me sleep. Grimier up in these crimes in the veins. Digging in deep inside of your brains. Up inside of your privacy and your whole life. Streets flicker up in this dead of the night. Death playing these games, the wickedest one's the same. One foot in the grave and the other one chasing and running. Clock spitting, fighting fast, ain't going fair. Grimier out here, blood cutting still. The gate made coming up in that dirt. In that dirt, they wanted to pull over on you. World keeping the killing up in that spree. I can't break free, Chains stay up in that sight, keep me up and tight. Locked up in Jesus Christ's light. Grime holding that heavy in the dead of the night. War's crisp air that can't sleep. The winter's been cold, but them hearts out here steady for them real ones, them real ones.
Do not fear death. Death is always at our side. When we show fear, it jumps at us faster than light. But if we do not show fear, it casts its eye upon us gently, and then guides us into infinity.
I wrote this one for the real hearts workers out here that tried to silence and then violence the voices of the voiceless. In the light we shine right through. Let them be heard, let them be heard. Even under fire, they're taking over us, taking over our lives by design to put us under that dirt side of early graves. Kids deserve a brighter future. No war zone made shit left in their skies. Ain't no enterprise, no bricks being laid down to break their wings, let them fly. Every single time we want a little bit of respect, just one day to feel alright. Ain't no graves for them hearts, we pray up for that light in Jesus Christ to fight. It's a homicide of hearts out here, but still we rise, breaking free from them chains through Jesus Christ, through Jesus Christ. Ain't no rain over my whole soul, coming to take that kind of terror-made shit. No shadows left to hold me back, and I know who's walking with that. Real equipped, truth in hand, I'm coming back. No fear of people being up under their guns. They stacking bricks like swastika styles, war-made shit by design. Just try to stitch up your whole life by design. Your lover lifting you to resign, coming inside your private life, your home, stack brigade steel made real thick. Steal up that glow that you grind to shine. It's a homicide of hearts and minds. Men setting that stone us way. We're breaking down them walls each and every single day. No, you ain't alone in this way. Pressure's on, but you don't fold. You holding schemes built by the hands that bleed. Truth in that daydream, living half free, lost in the cage inside of your own light. The dawn still cracks, even the dead of night. Thus as the whispers told, or the sleep inside of the grave. If you're not doing what you're told, you walk the other way. When the one who paid the way to save that kind of day. Kids deserve a brighter future. No war zone shit made lost in their own eyes. Seeing up inside of the skies. Ain't no bricks to lay down, breaking their wings. Let them fly. All they wanted was a little respect. Just one more day to feel right. Not being stuck up into the graves of hearts who pray for a better light, a better life to fight for. This is a homicide of hearts, but we still rise, breaking the chains through Jesus Christ. We find our sky. Ain't no rain over my whole soul. You're gonna take me back. Early graves for the dreamers. A big dick move to black out them streams inside of the streets that don't own me. They don't own me. To fill me with doubt, so rise up for them kids, leading with truth, not just to resign. Not another soul lost in ties, lies of their youth being poisoned to bow out of their minds. Knives deep in their spines, each and every single love that resurrect. You can't kill what's been divine inside of this. To resign hearts to breathe clean, live free, no schemes in between. Masculine, feminine, balanced as we hold through sound doctrine. The truth unfolds, no directions left inside of the world. Follow in this light, sword in hand, steady, ready to fight for them better lives. Early grave of hearts, nah, not today. In the grave of the spirit, pave another way for the hope to hear it. The youth hears in the shadows to walk with that flame. With each and every step that I take, I'm calling out Jesus' name.
Man, they got a whole bunch of this stuff at work. One of them scientists gave it to me. I ain't tried shit out yet, but it smells like the bomb.
On the beat.
They're stacking bricks, grimy and equipped, murderous shit, crimes on that hip hop, fighting for these streets, got no light left, getting locked out of life by design, outright, can see that crime, see it, a line, crime getting spilt up, heavy is the heart that holds the pen, real true, heavy over time, brick brigade made, war zone made shit, no kind of camaraderie, love life left to save, they staged up that kind of crime, for a theft of mine, stole up my youth, identity ripped right out from the truth, stacks and stacks of that life's line, cut right through, coming for my breath like they readily strut, coming inside of the community, this is the bled out way, the loyalty gets twisted up in the beats that lay down on the tracks, for that comrade shit that's getting lost in the same out on these streets, now I'm back up into the booth, for the youth to bring them heats, out on them streets, for the youth that they're trying to erase, the mics and the shields of guard my space, ain't no trust left in this view, this is the crew, do what you do, when the humans break, their hearts ache, what do? Brick by brick they build to confine, a break right through, taking back what's really mine, being locked out of my mind by design, of a poisonous way I still climb, in that wars for my whole soul, my youth I reclaim in real time, brick by brick I build up this heartwork shit, no peace left in sight, I'll ignite this cold place that you made inside of my whole heart's refrain, it's been a dark fight for my life, for every single stolen part of my life outright, every broken dead of the night, I flipped that script and tried to take my heart back to the fight, for the better life, but shit getting grimy up in these streets, the mic in the hand, and I ain't a mime, laying down these traps in the corners of my mind, the war ain't just steel and lead made chains, metal chains stripped into me and coming out of the thread of the seams, coming from a cut cloth, for my name trying to erase me, plotting to keep me locked in a headspace cage, enraged, but I won't fade. Download, upload, upgrade, brick by brick, I'll invade, inside of a legacy laid in thick, when I'm flipping them L's for them love lights, light, radio, even in the brick brigade made, I'm stitching in the cracks of real time, real work of this art here, built from the dust and the dirt and the grime, brick by brick they made to cage my mind, lost in love lights from my fight like dynamite, steal up my shine.
On the beat.
It's time to turn away from these snook-ass games, to wanna tame down my life, to tamp out that better life, for known fact they wanted to tamp out my realization. They've been playing games over my entire life, leaving me murdered and marked as test. The cowards trying to break me down, the clowns, while they should be serving life back in the sentence in the penitentiary. Coming in the Punisher, they made a big mistake when they wanted to poke up this bear, jab up my heart, so I ain't playing around, I ain't gonna play fair. When these motherfuckers are clearly not playing fair around the driveway of my life. They wanted to take my life and leave me in chains and knives in my back. They're playing nasty ass shit that they did to breach my home and private life, my private data, to aim to steal up my life in every single messed up way that you could imagine, plotting up against me. When it's clear to see, even when it's coming from your own police, stuck in the fuck fame and fuck what they say. Every single clicks that they gave in their names, fuck their whole framework and their whole crime of conspiracy that they tried to take my life by design, my name, my state of mind, my organic life that I wanted to rather live. So yeah, make my name go international, G, straight out of the gate. Let's make that Hall of Fame for all those punk motherfuckers that wanted to spray up on me. They should never be playing with my life, running around in their systematic crimes over the entirety, all of the abuses, covertly, that no one else is supposed to see. Crimes that they needed to create to convert their deep mistakes, leaving breadcrumbs all over the place for deep regrets that I have ever leaving them in my house, ever leaving them in my life. So you wanna wonder why I'm out here hustling harder and harder each and every day, building back stronger inside of that fight for my mission. It's like my envision, coming real incisions up inside of a lyricist's mission. That's like world-class energy of 3 or more, just to deal with the cortisol levels of the stress, placing that kind of grit and grind, getting messed up inside of your own rise. When they ain't playing fair over my entirety, like a homicide of hearts, maniac, they raise the day in the way they try to take away, turn me out now, got me looking deep inside of the solace I used to find inside of myself. When they just as well, their justice is down. When it's a clear crime cut from that cloth, written up all over me to leave me lost up inside of my mind. When I'm out here running for them hearts and put them back on their purposes, to take them dreams down, dust them off and take the energy out loud. I used to be the one to take on these things, taking the stream of these things to stick brigade made, stacking up in their faces, ready to spray back inside of that war zone that they made over me. One day beaming up inside of a foundation for a real Heartworks charity, be built different with the real vision made strong. While they're leaving me out, they dead wrong. And that death, that's all that's gone wrong inside of their dead weights, leaving the heart brick brigade made sprayed.
You know the first rule of combat?
Huh?
Shoot them before they shoot you.
On the beat.
For the deaths of hearts, deaths of minds, steadily ready, lost in a real crime over their entire life, with all that's gone wrong each and every single time, where they've been stacked brick brigade made, ready to bust up your plight, stop you in your grind, even cause a heart attack. Back to back, they got them wills, while you're searching for a better life, getting flighty on me with my will to glow up and shine. They took everything away that I was working on for my own home and my peace of mind. trying to take me and leave me inside of a real crime. All of the time to create a scene, to ensure that I'd get mad and break up the entire allure of plots meant to cause me to stalk me to fight against him, covertly setting up shit left and right for your eyes' sight, needing to bounce back your ass with quickness. Over 28 years that I've known this dick to push up plans on me over the ledge completely. You wanted to play about me when I'm doing all I can do to help people understand that real me, being locked into by design, out of me, working in rhymes and rhymes of poetry, for all the goods that the people been lost in, leaving their own marks of their hearts, lost without a start, up inside of that legacy that they're building up in their own light, through Jesus Christ of them hearts of men, a project to be glowing up in the next season. I'm affiliated and afflicted with this grief of the murderous shit and over me. If you need a reason, if you even need a reason to fight inside of a mission, to come up equipped as if we do what we do, to never allow the devil to get away with one of them hearts, one of them parts, to win and see right through a single one of them, as if we should have been deceived by the devil. I'll lose my level, straight trouble. Up in this I'll lose that fight for the truth of the youth. If I'm not put back up into the booth, for the youth that I was stolen up in, to place me 6 feet deep, so I won't quit, not go to sleep. Up inside of this envision, inside of my mind, real cut tight and cut cloth for that heart work, coming up to cut me up, keep me fighting, oh Lord. I think I've had enough, even when I thank you for everything that you've brought me through this far already. It still cuts real deep, real steady. Even when I lay my head down to sleep, I'm dealing with all of this unrest and evil plans over me, who tried to leave me into rest, just tried to take up my whole soul, my whole life by design, just so evil. They thought I would burn the pages away, to burn the pages of grace away, so they could make a better stay over my life that burns for more in my life with fervor in my sleep. For the steeple and all of the people holding on for dear life, asking God, please will you save us tonight. I'm fighting for that better life. Listen to me, I've been dealing with a whole lot of pressure, so I hope you can make a diamond out of me tonight. So I'd rather be to see instead of living that long kind of arduous type of fight.
On the beat.
It's time to turn away from these snook-ass games that want to tame me, frame me, tempt me out of my own light. See, stop me in my veins, real equipped, coming in that poisonous way. I see it now, my whole life being played with like straight up cowards move acting like clowns, steadily me down and out, steadily facing them chains. They should be locked up, back to back life in bits, as they poked the bear and jabbed me in my ribs. Driveway ambush got me flip-flopping inside of my whole life, clip-clopping, plotting out these damn murderers all over my darkness with they hid. Breached in my own home, data ripped clean out. Even the police can't see that scheme. They're working me dead, I'm over. Ain't no fame, plots and the sick. It's like fucking lure, that shit inside of that name. Fucking deck clicks, click clock barrel, the framework of the crack by the conspiratorial minds trying to take up by design. No disguise in disguise. I see clear cut through it. International as we rise. My name gon' shine soar from that sinking lives. They're playing with me inside of my entire life, like it's not just a game. Systematically working crimes over me, trying to torch my name, my flame out of me. I hustle for 3, fighting for my own name, and I can't break 3 to break it down. I'm built for this pain. own foundation. Out here the charitable mission in the system tracks. As I'm rising up with all grit, I'm not gonna quit. You left me for dead, I ain't gonna slip. Cortisol levels running so high, adrenaline spikes in this kind of grind that rewrites my entire life over me. Look inside, you'll feel that true crime. Find the solace that I crave, the peace of mind that I came for. By design, it's taken from me. Justice gone cold, dead and wrong. They dig my grave each and every single time. Trying to lift up them hearts and minds, rebuilding steadily with dreams. Working on the steam to stack up these beams, brick by brick, laying up that new ground. The kind of foundation firm. Ain't no backing down. They try to steal up my life, my flight. Still I rise, glowing hard while they fed me lies. They took my home, my mind, each and every single thing that was private. Inside of a life broken bare, leaving me breathless inside of a war zone, searching for air. They played with my life like it's not, just getting grimy and grimy out here. Steady game, working systematic crimes, trying to torch me up all of my name. Bouncing back on these demons for the dead of the night, trying to pull up that better life, pushing to fight, working on these hearts, lost in their minds, sowing seeds within dirt hearts, and they fear to show and glow and steadily trend. Murderers' plots thick and they depend to breathe in the air, not live in regret. I ain't gonna be that devil collecting that debt, fighting that steeple that shines bright for the people. Even if they try to lay you 6 feet deep tonight, I thank the Lord for every breath that I keep. Through them flames, through them dark parts that they flamed, all of the grief, all of the blame, they steadily burn and burning. While I'm burning for truth, for grace, love, light, loyalty, flipping them L's in this booth, steady for the fight for my youth. Pressures made diamonds out of the dust. Now it's time to ride, armored in your trust of the Lord, trying to break that steel up and shine. So shine up more, breaking in deep. Don't quit, don't sleep. They're trying to bounce out these demons out of your mind. Systematic crimes to torch you all up inside. They wanted to break you up inside of that war zone heart, leaving you locked up out of your own organic starts. Ready to stack, brigade made, trying to build that foundation of a charitable mission. So I'm calling up in you, calling up in you to be a true G with all the grit that you got. You don't quit, you don't sleep, you don't slip. You ain't left with the dead, you're coming equipped, just like they did, acting like dicks all of your whole life, trying to steal you up all of your mind by design. Turn away from these snook ass games out here, trying to tame you and tamp out your light. Leaving in flames, clear as day, plotting through them shadows. We're gonna do it right tonight. Bid your life right back, don't let it slide. They poked a bear, and now they're trying to hide, jabbed up in their hearts and minds. I thought I wouldn't rise, thought I wouldn't survive, but they breached my home, my data, my mind. Enemies that stake out your life like this, they just stake out your whole life and you don't even know how it starts when you're being poisoned up. They don't come at you, people won't come at you like enemies if they're friends, nah. They'll slide in real close, quiet, smooth, act like there's nothing really going on, like it's tight, it's alright. It ain't alright. They're lifting up them ways to poison you and throw it in your face. The ones lost in the cracks of the streets, fighting like true G's just to breathe. Heads up steady, real ones reach to pull you up, while the other ones trying to poison your cup. I'm slicing them lemons, honey and drips for your tea, to give you a taste of that real you see. Up inside of a hyper-pop mission, let it seep deep. Feel up that burn inside of your own throats. Fake love, fake hope, I'm trying to latent that kind of pain up inside of every single note. Cause I've been took, and they've been put putting shit in my spokes. Getting games of chest, I'm calling out their moves. Real faces, no masks in this. I ain't gonna lose. Leaving my guns off safety. Got shot in the ring of the dead of the night. Inside of their plotted to leave me up in this fear. Leave me dead for no longer up inside of any kind of life to speak right clear. Ain't nobody speaking and the lips grip tight. But I got this lyrical mission, blade cuts deep like deep cutthroats tonight. I'm cutting up in that talk, in that real grind. Not in this fake kind, but for that love to not be resigned on. I ain't blind, I'm going in hard. Find that kind of better love life. Worldwide homicide on these blocks. Leaving a worldwide homicide over hearts. That's just real talk. So I'm coming breaking down the walls of a love unlocked. Ready stealth mode for the hyperspace. Forged in a fire so bright. For them heart that never fades. Flipping them L's, love light, loyalty. Legacy bright, even through the dead of the night. Click clock barrels on sight. We going in for the fight for our better lives. Fight, let them L's slide. Let them ride. Stack wins and then try to hide. Love's light, loyalty, our weapon inside. Legacy going out to shine bright. I ain't dying today. Minds reached up in their plots on replay. For the years that they tried to ostracize me, patterns twisted, memories collide, flooding back inside of my entirety, entire life and mind, like I'm just a war zone made, built over my body, brick brigade made thick, built differently, I was made for this shit, fight on war zone, beside the war zone that you took inside of my life, sharp as blades, I'm lost in the grind, I don't sleep, I'm not gonna fade, flipping them L's where they lurk and try to keep me away from that light, love light, loyalty, I'm ready to shine, ain't no stopping me, they tried to shape me up into nothing, but I rose piece by piece, trying to be reconstructed, flipping them L's, love light and loyalty, to bring a legacy so bright, and through the dead of the night, click clock barrels on sight, we go and fight, fighting for the better lives and the better love lives, flipping them L's out of sight, out of mind, stacking up that truth that they bite, with legacies with the torch I ignite, burning through them schemes tonight. I was born to rise, not born to break through the night in a covert war that was made over me, glowing up from my nephews and nieces and all that rubble inside of that lane that I'm rebuilding through all of that pain made. Not letting inside of that steel cut brigade made. Love's the light. I'm lost inside of that fight, and I'm ready to thrive. While they're plotting us for early graves, I'm saving lives. Call it brave, call it my name, one savvy ninja. Over this worldwide homicide, getting lost inside of the breeze. We'll never sleep. We'll steadily planting them seeds. They wanted us dead or lost in their schemes, but I'm calling God even in my dreams. Armor me.
On the beat.
Lord, armor me up in this Love's Light radio. Love, life, flipping them L's for everybody. Love and light. Armored up in my cup, that's how they split the Red Sea. You saw Jesus walk on water. The devil's crew can't touch this grit. I spit like a real true lyricist. You deserves better, no lies, and I'm grinding up here for it. So they can try to tear down my rise. A voice of the voiceless, deceased warriors, this one's for you. Pain to conceal, pain to be up in this heel. Insanity fades, where the devils try to steal and masquerade, where they cut that steel, love life evades. invades side of your life, flipping them L's in the script. Love's light loyalty to watch it burn brightly eternally. They come in and click clack barrel inside of a war zone that you'll see, but we'll stay steadily in our hands, fighting for a life that we need a better stance. Flipping them L's to let it ring bright. Love's in the crown and I'm fighting for the king tonight. Legacy is what we bring while the haters in their darkness ass cling. Click clock barrel up inside of the war zone made, stacking up per brigade made over me. Stand it up man, stand it up man, steadily getting up in that plan. For the fight is your life, is the fights for your life, getting up harder. Gonna be torn down in your love like a knife, cutting that deep throat in the shadows. Let it gleam, don't let it bevel. We'll watch it rise, see the fire in their eyes tonight, live out their dreams. Standing up tall, heart in hand, flipping them L's across this land. It's LoveLight's loyalty, and I'm ready to shine. This is a war zone for the youth, and I'm bringing it back to the youth. Been stacked up in the booth, brick brigade made ready for the war zone that they spray. Getting grimy and crimier out here, all over their grimier life. They come equipped with murderous shit and stacks and crimes. I got this 9 at my hip, fighting for that street's got no light. Getting locked in and out of design outright, cause you see the steady crime they align. Grimier and grimier over your entire life. Grimes getting spilled up in this heavy of a heart, getting lost of where to start. Brick brigade war zones made over me, the kind of camaraderie that's left to save, not stage up that kind of theft to steal up your whole youth, your whole life to death. Identity ripped straight out from the truth of my youth, being stacked out of my mind in a poisonous sleuth of an abuse that this kid took, leaving me without a lifeline. Getting cut out all of the time, I'm coming from my breath, but they ready to strut all over my life. Same for the community, this is for me to bleed it all out, where love, life, loyalty gets all twisted up and beat down. Them kind of comrades lost their ship and their dreams shit in this damn street that I'm bringing the heat. Now up in the booth, bringing that heat for the feel. Getting pilled up in my heart in the worst way. They still up that 9 out of my heart's mics in hand, the steady shield that guards my space. Ain't no one left in this crew when humanity breaks. They want you to do what you do and do as they say, but go up against them in any kind of way. Brick by brick will be made to build, to confine you, to take what's yours and lock you out of your own design. Yet you still stay steadily criming this war zones from my youth, and they'll reclaim it in time, brick by brick.
4K on the beat.
They'll say things, and all they're saying is to make your blood boil 10 times stronger than it was already 10 minutes ago or a minute ago. Do and say as I do, not to take your own dreams away. No steam and no helpful hands of eyes towards you, working for that dream to glow up and shine. Cause I'm a true G, getting neck deep inside of these wounds. I can't sleep, I know the good that they hold, but their heads getting clapped up in their foretold. Evil persists inside of a late man's head's barrel, leaving the motherfucker lost and heartless in their own motherfucking ways. Rather wanting you to go right to being lost off and led wrong, when all you wanted to just do is be led better. Like Gaddy Better of Pearl Jam, his own homemade, or 311 as carpenters trying to take that urban light out here, built for a life better, of a better kind of way, smoking out of all that they gotta say. They lay it on their minds each and every single day, to live off the chests of men, not just digging deep inside of other people's happiness. Leaving dreams to kill, because it's precisely how these niggas getting capped and set appeal. Them cats getting spilled, you know it's true. When the real ones try to make a millionaire out of the shit that's tight, try to trim up his own life, but it's getting trimmed up in unfair ways, leaving him in a disadvantage, getting lost in the days. With only our 5 senses to feel up what's really real. When we know this shit is being capped set appeal, a real feel in their hearts at set appeal. Watching them witness the voices of the voiceless coming out of my own, getting their whole lives stolen. Watch us out, for the heads be rolling 6 feet deep, underground, for what they do out here. Ain't a player that's alive, feeling truly alive up in their youth. That's why I'm steadily staying locked in the booth, steady for the game. Out here, steady is our motto, so cut out loud. Ain't nothing shady, too lazy to be the ones that's real. Jeez, fuck them friends, because when the dangers arise, the niggas got hearts and minds to leave you in the most dangerous shit. Lies brigade made, trying to steal up your whole life. Turn it around, they ask them like strangers. Rolling with them dice, they'll be the snakes. On top of it all, ain't lit, keep that back. Within them blown splits to shift your mind from feeling alright, feeling up all out of sight. They wanna leave you up out of your mind, out of sight. Dead in your life, dead in your eyes for your own self, and out of your mind. You'll be the one set up in 30 years, just to unwind on yourself and leave you in all of your fears. Left for dead, dead in your own plans, lost in your own head. Cause you're left to die by the poisons all of the time. When all of you needed was a faith, loyalty, and happiness that would shine to build up for that true kind of camaraderie. But the truth is that you wanted to be up in that G's work instead. Drop up in these bass tracks, leave it all out, last for the taste that's been lasting for days and days in your life, inside of the back of your throat. When you're lost off in a poisoned up way, that's the state of mind, running off of these tracks, running like ghosts. They running like ghosts inside of your life, so they know the most about how they took that kind of crime inside of your life. It should be getting grimier and grimier all the time, inside of the real, steady crime. And you need people to see who you are, who you really are. So you gotta write that track to flip that script.
Catch me outside, how about that?
All in a day's work, man. They'll leave you so lost up on yourself. And then you gotta think about what that feels like for a year, or for 5, or 12, or 28.
4K on the beat.
Ghost train flames, and it lasts for years and years to come. No camouflaged up love inside of that kind of camaraderie shit that you tried to take out inside of your own life in the first place, in the worst ways. You wanted that kind of love life that you could build with another, to come at you with hugs, to leave you pulled up out of the crack, put slugs inside of you quick. So you gotta replace that heart with the gat you made, chemically sprayed, AK-47 chests of men they gave to you inside of your own level, leaving me lost off inside of my heart's plate. From all of the dirtiest ways that could have known, the best that you're trying to take inside of your own life to glow up and shine. Take all of this down and rewrite that line while you're just being lost up and lost in your mind, not being yourself, made to lose by design, or to camouflage their own asses, leaving your own ordinary life in caskets. War zone laying thick, it's spiritual warfare, and the war is meant to stay steadily slinging your whole war over you, even in your sleep, not letting you breathe. while denying your whole reality, and make sure they got you poisoned up just right to make it look like you're being lost upon your own, set you up in the little ways they've thrown you into a war zone, searching for air you can't find none. Ways they can take from the good of you, anything they can take, poison you up all up out of your mind, pay people ahead of time to come against you and kill you real equipped. Real dick move, it's almost about part of the machine, systematic shit to break it down on you, leave you locked and dead on the floor when you're just trying to make more inside of your life. When it was all covert, covered up real good by design, that's when it's overt and stacking up in that open air, leaving me lost up inside and they just don't care. I'm about to smack the diddle, trying to skill up that kill as the black out of my life, hacked up by design and hijacked while I'm trying to plan a steady way to take my life out of this. It's murder, motherfucker. And you know what you've done to me. It's like playing with the rewards program with real life crypto and real life teleconnected, real hyper cracked, hijacked, playing with pieces of my life to leave me off track, destroying my all, the peace of mind that I came in for this world for, to be made brick brigade strong instead of all them voices of the voiceless, going under and unheard. You know when it's time to put a real lives mission to story tell, when it ain't a light work or movement out here. Hearts getting capped in that set appeal, trying to take out their better life, leave it for dead in the dead of the night. You know that's the real talk, the real deal, when they spit up inside their own affiliations, coveting your life by design, trying to take you and leave you a menace, lost in your own mind. He is guilty, sliding around the goalposts however they need to steal up your life by design. Your blessings, they're trying to play telekinesis inside of your whole life, moving around in set stages to play gamey over you in that whole kind of game, getting grimier out here, inside of a life being mapped out just to steal your whole glow up and shine. What is yours anymore? It's not whole in this life. You've been murdered up by design, by these murderous bitches' intentions design.
On the beat.
I was born for more than this. How'd you even work in that way over my whole life? To leave me lost in the fray of everything that you did, to shape shift everything that you needed. And that's the raw, the real deal. When them felons shooting in them close ranges, and they not on duty. Class war zone killers, and I ain't dead wrong. I ain't dead wrong. Finding them whole cutthroats of the truth when I'm lost off inside of the booth, fighting for my right to breathe inside of an organic life, not being murdered by design, making an entire crime over my entirety, life and mind. Mr. Jesse Lee, moving around just what it needs to straight up being gaslit and poisoned up all up out of myself to manipulate all that he's needed to keep his own cage ass war zone going up to the Lord instead of coming to me. You should be floored for more in my life, not to take me up all of my mind by design. I was the right to be floored for more in your own life. When your life's being taken inside of that worst ways, one of my girls and another cap set appeal to turn around and twist up my fate, getting curled up to circulate around my own privacy, to circumvent my life and to monitor me. everything about my life as if he's supposed to wear it all out, ousting me from mine, like you never had that kind of hurt inside of your life, like anything could hurt worse, leaving you floored for more in your life while they're leaving you dead on the floor, ready for the hearse. That's when them shots get fired and you know it. You did something in me to up my game and my own resolve for my own name. When you almost had the ability to kill me off before as I speak, side of this heart speak. You ain't gonna get away with what you've done to me. My chest's been ringing for the way that you try to steal up my life by design. Side of your cheats, I've been out here grinding for more in my life. They're gonna try and monitor me by design. So I'm coming to pieces. Another cap's getting set up, peeled up in the mission. That's how them cats get set up to spill. In this world, I'm writing for a value, that kind of love that's unfurled, that I've never had, because they made it kill, not just mistake me up inside for not being able to go to Lord with this stuff, floored for more in my life, while they're taking up my life, written by design. When I'm lost in the uncordial way, them ass cheese, but guilty of this kind of disease. When these motherfuckers aims to kill me up quick, stop hating on me, stop acting like you're a prick. When I'm just trying to speak my mind pieces now, them shots are fired and aimed at taking me all out, covertly, like you almost just killed me real quick. Covertly, some motherfucker, I don't care about you either. You're guilty of a crime over me and an entire team. You know why I'm trying to take out my heart's work, why it's important to me, leaving me steadily floored for more in my life, like I've ever needed to relax. But most importantly, I needed a true love of life, like I deserved in the first place. Not a love life that was encouraged to be the best frame, taken out of my heart, to leave me without a start. For a love life by design that was built to last, that I wanted to make it outlast and outshine all that kind of love that they're taking out of here all of the time. I don't need to resign inside of that. My truth, you left me to die. Helpless in my mind as a romantic of heart in a world that lost its own part in the vastness that you don't know how to make that love life last anymore. You have the right to try and build your own life with your own kind of camaraderie, without having some cold motherfucker lurking in the background of your life by design to steal it away from you.
4K on the beat.
So don't be mad at me, motherfucker. You ain't never was nobody's friend. Your ghosts starting to turn into strangers, acting shady as soon as the danger's creeping in real fast. No one's gonna give a fuck to come back. Welcome to the brain, surgical lyricist mission, where he's been born insane inside of that kind of abusive way, cause for brain damage inside of that amygdala, and the hippocampus nightmare, real trouble, bloodshed being torn up and shredded at the seams, while I'm trying to make with that inability, instability, and stages of heart attacks come inside of my life, like back to back, trying to take it there, to leave me lost in that kind of stress, not having buddy with just added effects from that prolonged kind of gaslit in place, manipulated so heavily, come inside of this real mission equipped of them 12 horses worth of all the cost, have to fight through this kind of bloodshed. The average person can't even think inside of that kind of manner. This nightmare suffocating the person to death through that kind of chemical attack that you know you win. Spiritual warfare and constant poisoning, trying to make it clear to fear your own life, while you got the inability to rationalize the thought, being objectively second feet to triangulate and strangle your body or mind. For you have no right to your own fucking mind. Short-term memory which is alleviably lost, confused, and not be able to get away with this at the same time. Working and ruining your life by hijacking you and all that you are by design. And they've taken it there to patronize you inside of your amygdala, in charge of your primary responses and mechanisms, as if I was 4 all over again, fighting that fight or flight, freeze or fawn mode, not knowing which way to go. You're constantly up in a state of mind, it's always being wrecked, while I'm feeling stuck by design, inside of a war zone that you made over me, really equipped. You'll feel helpless that day, and hopeless, hopeful another, and then every day it gets lesser and lesser, as the amygdala gets bigger and bigger, and more stress gets set up on you. They'll leave you in a base period of more facts to cut through, making it worsening in the abuse, chasing you right through, taking you up out of that cut core. They'll cut you up more, up in that style made to leave you floored for more in your life in front of the Lord, get you unable to speak or even set your decrees, even scared to speak, to make it happen inside of that heart or much that they keep inside of you, to space flee, specifically reach out to any state of relaxation, as if your whole life is being worked out of you, not to ever help you, but in the face of you, help you, just to hurt you in the worst of ways, getting chemically sprayed and poisoned up in them days, getting lost in every single way. God is saying it's your season this season, to rise up and shine and encourage that grind. Encourage that grind. Staying steadily, readily, all the time, being placed inside a war zone that they knew they'd come in equipped, inside of that way, to leave your whole life slipped, inside of that rain over your soul, no shadows that hold me back, I walk with truth in hand, no fear of being under attack, no stack brigades made like swastikas, war made shit, trying to stash up your whole life, your lover, your heartbeat, to leave you on a whole nother level, to steal up your glow, grinding to shine up bright, homicide of hearts of man, and they'll let it set in stone in your land, trying to break you down on your steady plans, to tear down them walls, ain't no souls to be left alone out here, and the pressure's on, hold that frame over their whole scheme, your ass scheme, built on them steady hands, to bleed up the truth, up in this dream, fighting for the youth, I ain't living no half-free life, they caged up my life, and then they tried to take it to a whole new level, to try to take up my life and steal up my life from the dusks of dawn, and steadily cracks getting set up in that light for that fight for the better life, to flip them L's even in the dead of the night. Even in the dead of the night, I wanted to rise, walk with truth in hand. Trying to plug up your resolve, leave you in slugs inside of your chest. Ain't no shaky about them actions that they made, just a two-faced way to aim. In their leaked breadcrumbs all over the place, getting lost in their cageless ass-killing spree. Over mean minds, resolve for peace all of the time. When my aim's been on point, with the real, raw warrior's mission for that love life, up inside of them own hearts refrain. I ain't gonna be tamed, down, named, inside of this like a mummy, and I ain't a mime, inside of a steady crime over my entirety, to tame me down completely, leave me up out of my mind. Anyone else feel that shit, man? Feel that shit, man, without being poisoned up all up by design. You didn't check your own slopes, left in scope, steadily, heavily locked up inside of your whole heartless cage-ass past, inside the grave that you took inside and aimed for my entire life. But steal up my own by design of a love life that I entailed. Inside of that kind of camaraderie ripped shit that you daled. Left up and killed. Dialed in, steadily skilled. Being locked up in for mine and my own devotions. Being lost in your mind. But I guess you playing with your own magic. Like a magic potion. Real tricks or hocus pocus. Motherfucker. I'm trying to take that captive and keep it locked away. Leaving me lost off in my mind. In them crosshairs of your own life's design. Over me, and now I'm a sniper of my own soul. Feeling them hearts, plates set on fire. My heart hurts so much. Designed inside of that. Leaving me in that depth. Inside of that way. Got me on brigade made. Inside a war zone that was made over me. I let the Lord in my way. Sniper on my soul. Steel, guns, Berettas, and hums low. Now them dirts and them lolos of my own goals. Leaving me dead in the side all of the time. Laying them lolos of my own life's design. Will have you feeling shitty. Still have no shame inside of that love. It's been no loss being torn up from you, man. Stealing my life by design. It's your war plan inside of a Satanist's regime. Motherfucker coming in your life clean. When I wanted more in my life. Not wanting me to be drug out of my own life's design. You motherfucker. That's dirt cheap game made crime over me. You wanted to steal me up all out of my mind. Break me down, break me up all out of mine. My own mental frame. Playing that same wickedest game that you play from my last breath. To save my life from all of this mess. All of the time. Getting poisoned up all out of my mind. Leaning in sideways and lost on myself. Just in my own life trying to fight, rise and grind. Through the black, thick smoke stacks that you made in my life. My chest placed tight, watching up for your life. Watching up for your life to place those precise precisions. To take a hit on me. Coming in the lolos that you're creating in the worst shit. Like a slit wrist being stacked up over me. Stocking up in that mystical gravitation of this crime over me entirety. I'm trying to breathe, but you have me almost lost, dead. Twisting up my life instead. You're sort of like a piece of shit inside of that slit wrist. Yeah, I know it cuts deep. I know that pain.
Yo, Bash,
That
you been tripping on them hoes.
That pain you keep. Even in the deepest wounds, don't sleep. Let that light in. Watch it shine. Turn it around. Turn it around to make it sound. So deep, but I rise from the blade. Darkness tried to keep me. Pressure made diamonds, now broken stone. And I walk through the fire, and I'm not alone. Cut so deep, but the light still shines. Even in the shadows, I find what's mine. Ain't no sadness to hold me down. Built for that steady road. Inside of that pain, cut so deep. Patched in, won't sleep. They stayed in that pain. Made it stay and stay, not go away. They would make you fold, make you go through all of that manipulated shit as you stitched up every tear with grit. With them threads cut from a cloth of gold, like they pushed you down when you're trying to build the most inside of your own love's life. But you cracked in the corners, ready to fight a better life. Every single scar on me, I wear it around, proof that I survived. This world getting louder and louder now, lost in that dark design. It's even I prayed for a better day in my life. Through the night, couldn't sleep to make it shine. Now I shine for the stars above, burning for a bright, bright light. Ain't no getting that kind of love's life lost, just lessons learned. Every single bridge that they burned it all down, took the ashes and wrote new lines. Now this life is mine, cuts in deeper and deeper all of the time. But as I rise from that blade, the darkness that they try to keep me in, I won't fade, not gonna go away. Pressure made diamonds, not broken stones. Not all their cageless ways they're walking on, cut so deep. But let your light inside glow up and shine. This is an evening call to take back what's yours. No sadness to hold you down. Be built for that road, steady up ahead. Tears on the floor, they water up the seas that grew to her forevermore. Forevermore, stay floated up in the Lord. Try to break you down, but now you rise up and build brick by brick instead with it. With each and every single word that they cut the cord right through and left of everything about of you unsaid for dead, and cut so deep as you bleed for a better life. Each and every single time, take every cut in words and actions against you and rewrite with your own design. It's a new gospel lyricist mission now. I can't deny when I'm coming out, not to be left in them low lows. I'll touch that sky, I'll keep moving when it hurts. Found my worth even in the dark. Pain's just a chapter, not the whole book. So watch how I look. Every single wound that they made, the light that stayed, every cut, tear that they cried, ever made. Building that fire inside, building that fire inside of my life by design. Ain't no sadness left to keep me down. Even cuts in this deep, deep ground. Cuts so deep it'll rise up like a thorn. Up from that darkness, try to keep me in, but I won't fade. Pressure's made diamonds, not broken stones. You can clearly see they're walking on cracked ground. I'm not alone, cut so deep, the light still shines right through. Even in the sadness that I keep, I'll find what's mine, I'll find what's mine. Yeah, those wounds that cut so deep, but deeper is the strength. It's inside of me, built by the Holy Ghost, given to me by the Lord, leaving me floored for more of my light. My love life will shine up in spite of it, because I shine for Jesus Christ. Only by Jesus Christ will shine, because of Jesus Christ, and only because of Jesus Christ. The light that lives inside of me, does it live inside of you too? Cut so effortlessly deep inside of a heart that wounds won't keep. Forever want peace, but instead getting the design of life, even in the shadows, to find what's lost. Ain't no sadness trying to hold you down. Be built for that road ahead. The pain that they tried to make to leave you in a fog. Each stitch tear, each part of your life to build back the better life. Proof I've survived a world gotten so loud. Grimier all here, all the time. Now I'm trying to take back the stars that shine for a better life. Not be lost off inside of a world by their own design. We'll take the ashes and rewrite that script and flip them L's to that love's life, loyalty of light that shines so bright for a legacy to be made. Camaraderie that you came inside of this whole life for, coming in fully equipped with the Lord, staying inside the light of the Lamb. stones, and them kind of fires that they're walking in. You're not walking alone. You got Jesus Christ inside, cut so deep inside of that kind of love design for a better love life to shine. So you deserve to shine, not have them take me and mines. You deserve to shine. Don't let them take your life. They're trying to take your life by design. You're worth more. Cut from the silence, you'll feel that it's worth. Ain't no blade cutting in deep inside that curve. Find out who you really are. Everything you do, find out who you really are. You ain't no less, they ain't no more. More than that heart, more than the lies. Been scarred upon you, to carry it deep inside. For the voices of the voiceless, they tried to bury you, lost in the shadow stick. But that light don't sway, don't go down anyway. You rise when that truth does. And that, what's that love you built in that forlorn way? You built from that for both of hearts works. Jumping, listen close. Heart's been fighting and breathing and beating up out of your chest. Now you got that reason. Ain't no stopping that. Ain't no stopping you. Cut in the silence, they cut right through. You ain't any less. That's your worth, and you'll feel it too. Ain't no blade that's cutting deep to carve you out of that way. You're here to stay. You're here not for them hearts and all of them lies, but to feel good inside of the joy in your mind. You're more than the scars that you bear, that you carry deep down inside. They tried to bury you up in the worst ways. Leave your light lost off and steady up in the fight. But you rise, cause that's what the truth does all the time. Steady in the love's flow, cause love does what love does, you know. God's gonna do what God is gonna do. You're built for both, more. Listen close to them heartbeats thumping inside of that heart's work.